the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
190. Ohio. Watch twist. Ohio. Flex round.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Clay. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Strong right. Now let's go. Detroit. Here we go now. Philly, Green 39.
A first carry now. This is Matthews. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hurry up, here we go. Detroit, watch it now, Blue 90.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Again, it's Matthews. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
No, check, Patriots.
Time running out here on the play clock.
No, check, Patriots.
Off play action. Cochran Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6.
Let's go. Watch him now.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They run it. It's Matthews. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cochran going underneath for Matthews. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Come on.
To throw on 2nd down. Clay. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come on, let's go. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw on second down. Play. And he will find his man on the outside. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go. Hey, check. 3 down. Ohio. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down, Cochran. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Here we go. Green.
From the gun, Cochran. He dumps it off to Matthews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 15 that time. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Crutch. Set. Green. Leopard. Detroit. Here we go,
A give left side to Matthews. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. All right, here we go. Hey. 4 down. Over. Detroit. Green 39.
They stay on the ground with Matthews again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The play clock's running down. Off the play fake. Cochran toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Clay. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
All right, here we go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They start the drive with Matthews. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
To throw on 2nd down. Cochran. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Cochran. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I got 2. Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! We got 3.
Looking to throw on second down. Clay eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Throwing on first down. Cochran going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3 yards to go on second down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Switch. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one, but incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Set! Green, 39!
Operating from the gun. Cochran. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Here we go now. Boom!
They'll go back to the ground with Matthews. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Tight end left, tight end left. All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
Looking to throw. Cochran. Left side, caught by Matthews. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Leopard, Leopard. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Switch. Now let's go. Gun. Leopard, Leopard.
Time running out here on the play clock. Needing a few yards. Here's Matthews. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Run it. Ah, that's it, baby. That's it. Big hit.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Double tight. Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Cochran. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Matthews will try and get him in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. 3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 2nd half at FedEx Field now. And the Redskins moving out in front in that game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Play action. Clay. And his throw here's incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Looking to throw. Clay firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Got two. Here we go.
From the gun, Clay. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Clay. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw again. Cochran. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, Lucky Leopard. Leopard.
Back to throw. Cochran. stopped dead in his tracks at the 33. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Toss play to Matthews. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 21-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Set! Blue, landed!
And a handoff to Matthews. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw on 2nd down, Cochran. And he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go! What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun. Clay, and it's incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st and 10, Cochran. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Cochran. And Matthews makes the grab. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Clay. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Clay, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. first down carry for Matthews. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Let's go! Grand 38!
Throwing on first down. Clay, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 3rd down. Clay, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. The Steelers, they've scored, and they've swung back in front. A victory there would mean their 6th on the year.
Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Eagles, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Titans, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.